Dear all divine associates and the sadhakas and the divine associates of Jaya Nama Guna Sankirtana. It is privilege, rather I would say that we are very fortunate enough to have a satsanga as a part of our spiritual rituals or Tirtha Yatra, where our Jaya Nama Guna Sankirtana has visited and been blessed by Samasta Guru Mandali to perform seva through Namaguna Sankirtana in or at the pious place Sadguru Sri Sant Manik Prabhu Maharaj Ashrama. Otherwise, Sri Sadguru Manik Prabhu Maharaj is a great saint and yogi who walked on this earth in the early 19th century to restore love and humanity and also to liberate the narrow dogmatism. His Holiness Sri Sadguru Manik Prabhu Maharaj is incarnation of Bhagwan Lord Dattatreya, Sri Datta Swamy. And our Jainamogna Sankirtana is really blessed to perform seva in that holy place where he took Sajiva Samadhi, that we call it as Brindavan or Sanjeevani. The ashrama is located near Bidar in the holy place of Humanabad, and from Humanabad it is not even 3 kilometers, which today is being called as Maniknagar. Sri Prabhu, Manik Prabhu Maharaj, is a philosopher par excellence and a great thinker who lived and breathed his philosophy of Sakalamata Siddhanta, the gospel of love, humanity, and oneness that firmly rests on the Upanishad principle of Ekam Sadvipra Bahuda Vadanti. And he also teached, or His Holiness, he also taught to every devotee. Sri Manik Prabhu Maharaj attained the Sanjeevani Mahasamadhi at Maniknagar in the year of 1865. And today, that ashrama, founded by Sri Manik Prabhu Maharaj in the year 1845, for the propagation of his teachings, it is today known as Shri Manik Prabhu Samsthan. And most interestingly, Shri Manik Prabhu Maharaj composed numerous bhajans in various languages, and it is also been mentioned and believed that Sachidananda Sadguru, Shri Shirdi Sainath Maharaj, and Shri Akalkot Swami Maharaj, Swami Sumurtha, and Shri Brahma Chaitanya Gondavali Maharaj, and many other contemporary saints were been visiting or visited Maniknagar to interact with Sri Manik Prabhu Maharaj on deep matters of deep spiritual wisdom. One also should understand that Manik Prabhu Maharaja's teachings were emphasizing the path of Bhakti Kriya Yoga, where our Jainamaguna Sankirtana predominantly believes that through Bhakti Kriya Yoga one can attain realization of self. Sri Manik Prabhu Maharaj was born into Deshastha Rigvedi Brahmin family of Sri Vatsasa Gotra on 22nd December 1817, that is the most pious day, Margashirsha Paurnami Datta Jayanti, Ishvara Nama Samvatsara, in His Holiness, his grandmother's native Ladvanti near Basva Kalyan. Now it is in Bidar district of Karnataka. Maharaja's father was named Manohar Nayak and his mother Baya Devi. And it was being said, or it has been mentioned or believed, that Sri Manik Prabhu Maharaja's parents, Manohar Nayak and Amma Baya Devi, used to celebrate Ramanavami every year. And before the birth Prabhu's incarnation, both had a divine vision of Lord Dattatreya on the Rama Navami of 1817. Therefore, one can say profoundly that His Holiness Shri Manik Prabhu Maharaj is incarnation of Lord Dattatreya. And further, it was believed, or it has to be believed, that Lord Dattatreya Swamy assured Manohar Nayak and Baya Devi Amma that he himself would take birth as their child on Datta Jayanti. Prabhu Maharaj had an elder brother called Dada Sahib and a younger brother called Tatya Sahib and a sister called Chimna Bhai. However, Manik Prabhu Maharaj lost his father at an early age and thus grew up under the guardianship of his maternal uncle, Sri Balwantrao Apparao Kulkarni, who was employed with a Nawab in Basva Kalyan. Further, while at Basva Kalyana, Swami started collecting a group of his friends and roaming on hills and dales in the vicinity of the town. And young Manik Prabhu behaved in such a carefree manner that his associates and members of his family were very much concerned. His Holiness Manik Prabhu Maharaj used to roam in the forest for days together at a stretch and never return home sometimes, which led all the Basva Kalyana people calling him Vedabhav, that means a mad child. And His Holiness Shri Manik Prabhu Maharaj never went to school and did not receive any formal education, despite attempts by his family members. However, Maharaja's childhood friends claimed or used to claim that Maharaja performed many miracles in the jungle while they were playing together. On one occasion, his friend named Govinda did not turn up for the play. When he reached, by understanding or learning that why Govinda did not turn up, he reached Govinda's house and he saw Govinda had died due to a snake bite, and all his family members were mourning. Prabhu believed miraculously he himself is an incarnation, brought Govinda back to life, and on another occasion he is said to have given darshan to Kalam Bhatta, one of his good associates, in the divine form of Lord Shiva. From the early childhood days, Prabhu's fame as an avatar or avatari Purusha quickly spread in the erstwhile nearby states and beyond. And Shri Manik Prabhu Maharaj, after leaving home for a while, almost for 6 months, he stayed and performed penance at Amrut Kund, a holy place in the jungle near Mantra. So devotees have believed that our Bhagavan Dattatreya Maharaj, as a Bairagi, once visited Prabhu Maharaj at Amrut Kund and gave him Danda, Diksha and Joli, mandating his future journey as a wandering yogi and an itinerant messenger of truth. From that point of time, Maharaja started traveling and visiting many religious places of importance across the country. And Prabhu traveled on foot as a wandering yogi across the length and breadth of the country, covering Varanasi, Haridwar, Mathura, Badri, Puri, Dwaraka, Girnar, Tirupati, Rameshwaram and so on. Maharaja also visited Pandharpur, Tuljapur, Siddhakshetra Shri Gangapur, Kolhapur, many places. Finally, after completing his spiritual journey, because Lord Dattatreya is a Sanchara Priya, finally decided to settle back on the banks of the rivulets called Viraja and Guru Ganga in the year 1845, which later came to be known as now Maniknagar. So the miracle happened in this way, that he was on his way back to Kalyan, Basva Kalyan, when his palki or the palanquin got stuck in the jungle near Humanabad. For a moment, just Maharaja closed his eyes, and in eye-biting time, he understood. He liked the area and decided to make it as a permanent abode and also a center for the propagation of his philosophy of Sakalamata Siddhanta. Prabhu Maharaj used to stay very simple and used to eat only madhukari, bhiksha, that is the and, which his disciples would bring from the nearby villages. Sometimes Prabhu Maharaj used to dress very simple clothes, and occasionally he even used to dress in a royal attire. And very interestingly, Avatar Manik Prabhu Maharaj used to establish the one gadi, we call them as gadi, a spiritual seat for Lord Dattatreya in the very hut where he used to reside. And one of the close associates of Prabhuji asked, what is the reason or importance of that gadi? Then Maharaja used to explain that this gadi is a symbol of Nirguna Brahma, and he did not like to place any idol or spiritual icon on the gadi and instead kept it empty. The idea he was explaining to his devotees was, devotees could visualize the Parabrahma, the supreme reality, in whatever form they liked and worship the God, and thus accordingly. Shri Swami Samurtha Maharaj, Akkalkot Maharaj, also visited Prabhu, Manik Prabhu, before settling in Akkalkot. According to Shri Manik Prabhu Divya Charitra, Swami Maharaj, Akkalkot Maharaj stayed at Maniknagar for 6 months. And Shri Manik Prabhu Maharaj and Shri Swami Samurtha Maharaj used to sit under the holy Audumbar tree, even one can witness even today, and interact on matters of deep spiritual wisdom. And eyewitnesses accounted that Shri Swami Samurtha Maharaj used to regard Shri Incarnation of Lord Dattatreya, Shri Manik Prabhu Maharaj, as his brother. Once it was also been mentioned, according to Shri Achyut Yashwant Dhond, one of his disciples, that Shri Shirdi Sainath Maharaj visited Prabhu as a young fakir. And according to the tale, Prabhu was sitting in the darbar. When Shri Shirdi Sainath Maharaj as a young fakir visited or arrived, Shirdi Sainath asked Manik Prabhu Maharaj to fill his lota, that is the empty vessel that fakirs used to carry. So immediately Manik Prabhu Maharaj understood that and instructed Tatya Sahib, his brother who was sitting beside him, to fill the lota. But Tatya was busy with some academic discussion on Vedanta, talking to other persons, and while doing that, he was filling the lota. Even after putting hundreds of coins in it, the lota would not fill. Tatya was astonished and then stared at Prabhu. And then he said, Prabhu, I'm unable to fill the lota. Then Avatar, the incarnation of Lord Dattatreya, Shri Manik Prabhu Maharaj, has put 5 dry dates and some flowers in it. The lota got filled immediately. Shirdi Sainath Maharaj took the dates and flowers and said that this was enough for him. He poured back the coins, which were many times more than the original coins put in the lota by Tatya Sahib. And it was also believed that Shri Brahma Chaitanya Maharaj of Gondawale Maharaj, visited Prabhu at Maniknagar. In 1865, Shri Sadguru Manik Prabhu Maharaj felt that it is the time for him to take Mahasamadhi on one fine day, the holy day, that is Mokshada Ekadashi, Gita Jayanti Margashirsha Shuddha Ekadashi, Tuesday, 29th November 1865, would be the ideal date for Mahasamadhi. He instructed his close associates and the devotees. And he also mentioned and instructed all his close aides to construct a walled pit in his hut, but under total secrecy. His plan was known only to 4 or 5 of his close disciples. The annual Datta Jayanti Utsav had already begun. On the night of Dashami, 28th November 1865, Prabhu distributed prasada to all the fakirs and the poor. On the early morning of Ekadashi, Sadguru Shri Manik Prabhu Maharaj retired to his hut and took sannyasa diksha according to the scriptures under total secrecy. Then he sat in the pit of the samadhi and asked his aides to close the pit from all sides. And Sadguru Shri Manik Prabhu Maharaj attained Sanjivani Samadhi, a state of meditative blissful consciousness, and eyewitnesses accounted that Shri Avatar Manik Prabhu Maharaj left his physical body by the yogic way of Samadhi on the evening of Ekadashi around 5 p.m. And even it is believed today by many devotees that Prabhu Maharaj is sitting in Sanjivan Samadhi and answering prayers. This is very true that even Jayanamoguna Sankirtana encountered that. Such a beautiful vibrations where one can feel that the place where Shri Manik Prabhu Maharaj took Jiva Samadhi is a place where he resides even today. All unanswered problems, unsolved problems will instantly get results. The moment we enter, the kind of vibes our body and our soul attracts has no words. So, Jayanamoguna Sankirtana requests all the devotees, if possible, please do have a visit, darshan of Shri Datta Manik Prabhu Maharaj Sanjivana Samadhi and beget the blessings and blissfulness forever. Jaya Guru Datta, Shri Guru Datta.
Sankirtana ki, Maniknagar Maharaj ki.